Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have officially made it to the last couple days. Well, when you guys are seeing this, we're actually going to be in the NBA playoffs. And today we're simming on 2K. Currently it's Saturday, so we're simming the last day of the season, seeing how they think things will turn out, and going to the playoffs and seeing who 2K thinks will win the NBA playoffs this year. Just a disclaimer on this video, 2K is not a great game anymore. 2K is not very realistic. Some crazy things can happen, and that's why I think it's going to make for an amazing video. Make sure you guys stick around to the end to see who's going to win it all, and we're going to jump right into this. So here are our end of season awards. We have Jokic as the MVP. Victor Wembanyama wins Rookie of the Year. I mean, that's pretty obvious. Karis LeVert, sixth man. I could see that. Defensive Player of the Year, Victor. Which I don't think is going to happen in real life. I think it should, but I don't think it's going to happen because he's a rookie. Kobe White wins Most Improved. It's leaning Tyrese Maxey's way, and obviously I'm a Sixers fan. But you got Anthony Davis as Clutch Player of the Year. I don't know about that. And Joe Mazzulla, Coach of the Year, Executive of the Year, Brandon Red. Now, here's the All-NBA teams. We're not going to get too deep into it. Take a look if you want. But what I'm interested in is who made the playoffs and who made the play-in. So the Lakers actually jumped the Kings, they're thinking. In the last game, you got New Orleans versus the Lakers and Sacramento versus Golden State. And they have the Sixers making the playoffs, Orlando falling to the 8, and Miami going up to the 7. As a Sixers fan, I hope this happens. I really hope this happens. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to happen. But here's our playoffs. It's all set. We got the play-in ready. We're going to see what happens. Hey guys, so after I start editing this video, I've realized that the play-in is a little loud, and you can't really hear my voice that well. After the play-in, I promise throughout the rest of the playoffs you can hear me 100%. I just ask that you'll stick through it, and I apologize that will not happen in the future. Thank you guys so much. So the first game in the play-in is the Pelicans and the Lakers, and with 32 seconds left in this, it looks like the Pelicans are going to take it and move on to become the 7th seed. Lakers have a chance to make the playoffs still, but they're going to have to beat the winner of the Kings and the Warriors to do so. Kings fans, I'm sorry, but you are the first team eliminated, as the Warriors are going to move on to face the Lakers in a winner-go-home situation. Winner makes the playoffs and losers out. We got LeBron versus Curry in a play-in game. I don't know what more NBA fans could ask for. That's going to be a fun one to watch. Next up, Miami and Orlando. It was not a good one. As Jonathan Isaac hits a dagger right there. That might put the Magic back into this. Down 41 with 10 seconds left. I don't think so, though. The Magic are going to play the winner of the Hawks and the Bulls, and the Heat are going to take the 7th seed and play the Bucks. That's going to be an interesting series. If that happens in real life, I mean, a few years ago, or was it last year? I think it was last year, the Heat actually, as the 8th seed, beat the number 1 Bucks. It would be a heck of a series, especially with how Doc Rivers is coaching. A Heat and Bucks series is one that I would pay to see. Now with 15 seconds left in the Bulls and Hawks game, the Bulls are going to take it. This is a team that I did not expect to win a game. I didn't expect the Bulls to make it past the first round of the play-in, and they're going to take on the Magic to try to get that 8th seed and play the Celtics in the first round. It was a decently close game throughout most of it, and then the Bulls just took over at the end and won by 13. So next game up, we've got the Lakers and Warriors. LeBron versus Curry for the final spot in the Western Conference. Lakers fans, close your eyes. The Warriors are moving on, and LeBron's not going to make the playoffs for the first time in a very long time. I think his first year in LA, actually. Curry's going to still shoot with 2 seconds left just to put more salt in the wound, and the Lakers are eliminated. The Warriors are moving on to play the number 1 seed in the West. We have made it through the entire play-in without a close game. I don't think there's been a game within 10 points. As, you know, the Bulls are going to take this one. I don't think Levine is back for the rest of the season. 2K, for some reason, thinks he's coming back. But the Bulls, from the 10 seed, are going to take the final spot and play the Celtics in the first round. Bulls fans, I think this is where your happiness ends. I think the next team you see eliminated will probably be you in a 4-game sweep. But the Bulls made the playoffs, something Bulls fans can rejoice for. So the first team eliminated in the playoffs are going to be the Mavericks. The Mavericks get swept in the first round by the Clippers. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't think this is very realistic. But if the Clippers do get hot in the playoffs, I could see this. I could see them doing it. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know. But Mavericks fans, I hate to break it to you, but you guys are out. The first team out in the playoffs. Next up, the Cavs are going to be eliminated in 5 games. They're losing the series 4-1. Halliburton's pulling up from half to end the game for some reason. But the Pacers are going to take this one and move on to the next round, probably to play the Celtics. With 13 seconds left in this game, the Suns are up 3-2 in the series. They're going to need Timberwolves are going to need a miracle to stay in it, and they're not going to. So with 6 seconds left, here is going to be the final possession of the Timberwolves season. Jaden McDaniels is going to miss a 3. And the Suns are moving on. And great series, and the lower seed takes it. The Warriors had a great season, beating LeBron in the play-in to make it to this point, but they're going to go out in 6 games against the defending champions. It's the first time in a very long time we've not had Curry or LeBron in the playoffs in a late run. Who knows what's going to happen now? Who knows? Now, you guys need to be ready for a lot of Game 7s. I believe there are 4 Game 7s in this first round. I would not be complaining if this happened in real life. Our first Game 7 is an absolute blowout. Philly was down 3-0 in the series, ended up coming back and winning Game 7 by 45. Is this finally the year that the process makes it out of the second round? As a Sixers fan, please. This gives me some happiness. I don't know if we're going to win a playoff series, but if I can see my team win in 2K, then I might have to take it. The Knicks are eliminated. Sixers are moving on to the next round. As our next Game 7 is finally going to get us some gameplay here. The Heat are up by 4 against the Bucks in Game 7. We said this is going to be an interesting one. If it happens in real life, it's an interesting one in 2K, as we see Doc Rivers, the guy who's probably responsible for them being in this situation. It is going to be a heck of a series if it's in real life. I would not be complaining if it was, as it does look like the Heat are going to take this. Bucks are going to throw it in here, and it's do or die. Dame was wide open. I don't know why you don't get it to Dame. 2-pointer's not going to help you, Malik Beasley. Dame gets it. What are we doing? This is definitely a Doc Rivers offense right here. Dame just running around in circles right now. I don't think he understands they're down by 6, not up by 6. Chris Middleton finally forces a shot and misses it. Wow. That is... usually I say 2K is very unrealistic, but that is the most Doc Rivers way to possibly go out of the playoffs, is the Heat are going to move on and play the Sixers in the second round. That's going to be a heck of a series too. Jimmy Butler versus his old team. But, man, if you are a Bucks fan, you've got Jimmy Butler and the Heat in your nightmares right now, as you are eliminated again in the first round by the Heat and Jimmy Butler. Now, our next Game 7 is an absolute shocker. Right now, the Celtics are up by 1 point and the Bulls have the ball. The series was a 3-1 series. The Bulls were leading it. Is the Bulls are going to waste their final timeout? That's a weird decision there, but we're going to have a crazy finish here. Trust me, in real life, this is not going to happen. 2K has given us something to get excited about, though. Celtics could possibly fall in the first round. I wouldn't mind that. I don't think the majority of NBA fans would mind that. Is DeRozan with a weird floater, and now they're going to have to play the free throw game to get a chance at winning this series. Tatum is going to knock down the first one, and he is also... Oh, he's going to miss the second one. The Bulls could tie it with 2, could win it with 3 to move on to the next round, where they're going to play the Pacers. They're going to hit Vucevic misses the layup. They can't get the rebound, and that is pretty much going to do it. Derek White, his shiny bald head is going to hit the first one, and then I got to guess he's hitting the second one too, and he does. Bulls fans would be happy to be in this situation in a Game 7, but they did blow a 3-1 series lead. Caruso is going to make it close with 0.9 seconds left, but obviously we know nothing's going to come from it. With 0.9 seconds left, they're going to throw it in and get a foul with 0.4. I don't think that's enough time to catch and shoot. I think catch and shoot is 0.6. I could be wrong, but Drew Holiday is going to hit the first. If Tatum hit his, this game would be over by now. And Drew Holiday's going to hit the second. It's got to be a full court heave. Levine's going to do the honors, and it's too late. It would have been close if it was on time, but it was not on time. It rattles around and misses. The Bulls are out, though. Like I said, 7-game series, they would take that. I'm sure anybody in a 7-game series losing to the Celtics would take it. As a Sixers fan, I would be heartbroken once again. I can't keep going through that. Now for our final Game 7, we have an upset here. It's not going to be an interesting end of the game, but the Pelicans are going to move on and beat the Thunder. The 2-seed Thunder are going to lose to the Pelicans in the first round of the playoffs. It's a possibility, but I think Oklahoma City has a better chance to win the finals than lose in the first round. That's a big statement right there, but I cannot possibly see them losing in the first round, in my opinion. 2K showed us it could happen, though, as the Oklahoma City Thunder are eliminated, and that moves us on to our next round. So here's our bracket. We had both the number 1 seeds moving on. We had the 4-seed Los Angeles Clippers and the 5-seed Indiana Pacers. And then we had both the 6 and 7 seeds upsetting the 3 and the 2. Phoenix moves on. Same with New Orleans and Philly and Miami. All these are going to be great series. The only one I could possibly see being a sweep is Boston and Indiana. Either way, they're going to all be great series. And as I predicted, it's going to be a 4-game sweep for the Celtics, as they're going to take this one against the Pacers. Celtics are moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think if everybody had to guess, this would be what happens in real life. They got tested in the first round, and they came prepared in the second round, as the Pacers are going to fall by 20 in the second round. And Celtics, like I said, they're moving on. I don't like it. Somebody needs to beat the Celtics, man. Somebody needs to beat the Celtics. I completely messed up on this one, and I'm so sorry. But the Denver Nuggets have been eliminated by the Clippers. I didn't enter the game in time. I thought the Nuggets were up in the series, but the Clippers were. The Clippers were up and end up winning by 7, and they move on to the next round. I am really sorry. I did not. That's my fault. That's my fault completely. But the Clippers move on to the Western Conference Finals and beat the defending champions in only 5 games. Now, to make up for my error in the last series, 2K has given us 2 Game 7s, and the first one is within 3 points with 40 seconds left. The Pelicans had a 3-2 series lead, and it looks like they're still going to take this one as they make it a 2-possession game. The Suns are going to take a timeout and draw something up here. That's crazy. The Pelicans are making a Cinderella run. We got some Kevin Durant, what are we doing? He had flashbacks to his Golden State days where he saved a ball and was standing out of bounds, and he just thought he could stand out of bounds. That's going to do it pretty much. The Suns are going to lose because of that. Kevin Durant just runs out of bounds with the ball. But, maybe we got some May Madness going on here with the Pelicans, the 7 seed advancing, and we're going to have either a 6 or a 7 seed in Philly or the Heat advance. As Devin Booker is going to make this a 4-point game, and we're going to have some more free throw battles here. Durant is going to foul, and we're sending Zion to the line. Zion is one of the people I would want to send to the line, as he misses the first. In the second one, he misses both of them. The Suns have a chance. Booker puts up a 3, misses. And Beal fouls. Herb Jones, it says he's injured. Not a bad guy to put to the line if he's injured. But he makes the first one, and if he can make the second, that pretty much does it, and he does. The Suns call a timeout, but at this point, it's pretty much just delaying the inevitable. It's going to happen, unfortunately. As it looks like the Pelicans are going to take this one. So Grayson Allen passes it into Beal, back to Allen, to Booker. You guys got to put up a shot. Beal's going to take a contested 3, and he misses, and that we're not going to watch the rest of the free throws. That's going to do it. The Suns have been eliminated by the Pelicans. We got a Pelicans and Clippers Western Conference Finals. I wouldn't bet on that in real life if I were you guys. We've got a Clippers and Pelicans Western Conference Finals. I would probably not put money down on that Western Conference Finals happening in real life if I were you guys. As Durant hits a 3 to close this game out, 114 to 100, and the Pelicans take it. I'm shocked. I'm shocked by that. So I've ripped on 2K. It might be realistic. Embiid and Maxey are both injured. They're both playing, but they're both injured, and the Sixers lose in the second round. What's new? What's new? 2K gets this one right. And now we've got a Heat and Celtics conference finals. It's going to be a good series. I unfortunately I don't see anybody that can take down the Celtics anymore. I don't know if the Sixers would have been able to, but I hate to say it, but I'm pretty certain the Celtics are probably going to take this one. So now our conference finals, we have the 4 seed Clippers versus the 7 seed New Orleans Pelicans, and then the Boston Celtics at 1 seed, the highest seed left, and the 7 seed Miami Heat. Both are going to be good series. I just would not have guessed these. The only team I would have guessed to make the conference finals is probably the Celtics. All the other ones, I wouldn't have guessed. We have gotten to the conference finals. We have a team facing elimination right now, and you guys will not guess who it is. The Heat are up 3-1 versus the Celtics, and they're down by 1 point. With 40 seconds left, Jimmy Butler's got it. Hits Bam. The offenses are just pathetic in Sim. I don't know what I'm watching. As Bam gets a wide open dunk, and the Celtics are a point away from elimination. Maybe there is some hope out there that the Celtics don't make the finals. Maybe. This is, if it happens, it's a world that I want to live in. They throw it into Tatum. Tatum is going to drive on Jimmy Butler and miss the easy layup. I mean, it was over Jimmy. It wasn't an easy layup, but my goodness, you cannot miss that shot at that time, as Bam is going to hit the first one. And with 21 seconds, this is going to make it tough if he hits the second, and he does. Down by 3, no timeouts. Who do you give it to? I mean, you got 5 options on the court that can shoot the 3. Tatum is going to go for another 2, and he misses it. Jason Tatum sells. 2 missed layups as Jimmy Butler can make this a 2-possession game, and he does. The legend of Jimmy Buckets in the playoffs lives on. As I think it's pretty safe to say the Celtics have been eliminated and the Miami Heat are going to the NBA Finals. Al Horford, nice shot, buddy. I don't think your sister can defend you on Twitter for that one. Uh, I love it, man. I love it. After that, I think I might have to make a jersey change for the NBA Finals, as Terry Rozier is the one hoisting the Eastern Conference Finals trophy. I wouldn't guess these guys are going to be in the finals, but it could happen as the Boston Celtics are eliminated. I screwed up once again. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But the Clippers are eliminated, and the Pelicans are moving on to the NBA Finals. Zion wins Western Conference Finals MVP, and Jimmy Butler wins it for the Heat. I am so sorry. Once again, I screwed it up. It's not happening with the finals. I can promise you that. Now, as promised, I changed the jersey. It might be a little small. We got the LeBron James Miami Heat jersey. If you take down the Celtics, I'm your new number one fan. Heat, I'm pulling for you in this series just because you beat the Celtics. It's nothing against you Pelicans fans. If you take out the Celtics, like I said, I'm your number one fan. So now in the Miami Heat jersey, we are going to sim the final. Okay. So now in the Heat jersey, we are going to sim the NBA Finals. First game, it is 2 7 seeds. We're going to take a look at the matchups here. And it is a fairly even matched up series. Caleb Martin at power forward always throws me for a loop. That could kill him. Zion versus Caleb Martin. I'm taking Zion in that battle 1,000 out of 1,000 times. Is game one is going to go to the Pelicans. And CJ McCollum actually had a great game. Zion had 12 boards. Larry Nance had a decent game too. Valanciunas. Everybody did their jobs. Who didn't for the Heat? Tyler Herro. 3 for 11. He had 7 assists though. 2 for 8 from 3. He was just not shooting well. Game 2. The Heat take it. Zion has a great game again. And Tyler Herro. He makes up for his game 1 woes, and he does his job there. As like I said, Zion had a great game. CJ McCollum had a pretty good game. Jordan Hawkins put up a stinker for the Pelicans. 1 for 7. Can't do that. And 3 turnovers for Valanciunas. You can't do that either. Game 3. The Heat take it again. Could the Heat be pulling away with this? Tyler Herro with another great game. Jimmy Butler with a great game too. And who is doing? Jose Alvarado. Grand Theft Alvarado with a terrible game. 1 for 9 shooting. 4 turnovers for Herb Jones. You can't be doing that. As we get another win from the Heat, and it looks like the Heat are going to take it. Tyler Herro does not have as amazing of a game as he's been having, but Bam Adebayo does. Zion is carrying this team right now on his back. And, it doesn't look like anybody had a really bad game. Herb Jones with 4 turnovers again, and Ingram with 3 and 5 for 14 shooting. I don't know, man, but it looks like the Heat have this one pretty much locked up, as we'll simcast through it. The Pelicans take an early lead. They're holding on to it. Pretty well. Fourth quarter, we're getting down to 2 minutes left, and the Pelicans are going to take it. Pelicans take it. We got to check the box score. What am I doing? Now, Zion had a good game again. Zion might be will be Finals MVP if they end up winning. Rozier had a good game. Herro had another great game. Jimmy Butler didn't. Jimmy Butler is kind of the reason. Jaime Jaquez did not have a good game either. That can't be happening. That cannot be happening. As it's 3-2 now. The Heat, they're getting a little pressure put on them, but they are the home team, and they're going to take an early lead, and they're starting to kind of pull away with this thing. And with 23 seconds left, we're going to sit and watch as I think we're going to see our finals winners crowned. I think we're going to see them as the Heat should be able to just dribble out this clock. I can't see the Pelicans fouling. He had Jimmy Butler wide open. Okay. We get it to Jimmy, and they are going to. Ladies and gentlemen, 2K predicts 2 7 seeds making it to the finals and the Heat winning it. You know, that's a I wouldn't have guessed it, but here we are. As the Miami Heat are going to put up a shot to end the game, and they're going to win the NBA Finals for the first time since LeBron. They are going to win the NBA Finals. They have been there a couple times since, and they're going to finally take it home now. Ladies and gentlemen, the Miami Heat are your 2023-2024 NBA champions. I want to see who they got Finals MVP for. Bam's going to hold up the trophy. My guess is who the heck is number 0, and why is he celebrating on stage with the Heat? They're letting him hold the trophy. That's wild. And they give it to Bam. Bam gets Finals MVP. His stats on the series: 17.5, 10.8, 4.5, half a steal, 2.5 blocks. That is a pretty good series. 10% from 3. That is abysmal, though. That is yikes. But there you have it. There's your final. I'll move myself out of the way here for you guys. But there is your final bracket. A lot of really good games. We had 4 Game 7s in the first round. We had 2 in the second. We didn't have any after that, but golly, if this is how the playoffs turn out, I would be happy. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video and staying until the end. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to like and subscribe. We're going to be keep putting stuff out for the NBA throughout the playoffs. We also do a lot of MLB, NFL, any sports content you're looking for, you can get it right here. I'd love for you guys to be back, and leave me a comment telling me who you think is going to win the NBA Finals. I want to say the Sixers, but unfortunately, I think the Celtics are going to take it. But thank you guys so much again for tuning in. I hope to see you guys back here soon. Peace.